Secret. Secret are doing things right. They're building very, very well. They are trying to become the privacy backbone for a lot of DeFi, for a lot of, for crypto. And they have had obvious issues in terms of price. Privacy coins in general got attacked for a couple of years. So we're going to dive into what's been happening with price, where their development's at, and what this can do this year. Now, before I get into any of it, if you are new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were all coins that I expected to do very, very well, which is obviously why I bought them up. And you can see what these coins were worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos ended up hitting in the last bull cycle, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into the coins when I released the videos and sold in the last bull cycle. $100 into each, $2,600 investment would have made you over 123 grand. Ooh. Now, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you've got cryptos you are not confident in or happy with, you have to get that sorted. Otherwise, you're going to watch everyone else making money while you don't. If you don't know where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the website that I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. Whenever I find any crypto that I think is going to do really well and make a lot of money, like a lot of these, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the crypto that I'm going to be buying, the reasons I'm buying it, and the price that I'm going to buy at. Whenever I sell, I do the same thing. So my members have no work to do. They get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me, so they make the same profit. And on my site, you can actually see some of the profits my members have made. These are obviously based on some of the past successes, which you can also see on the site. Whether it was Phantom, which in the last bull cycle was one of the biggest gainers. My members got in at 0.5 cent. It went up to nearly $3.40. Well, it went up to $3.46. Made some of my members millionaires. Or whether it's Quick Flip meme coin, the members got in and out of in a couple of weeks and it did a 300x. It's all public record. It's on the history of this channel. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, all you've got to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. Now, Secret. So, obviously, price has dropped off quite a bit. In the 2021 cycle, it hit an all-time high of $10.64. So it is miles off of that right now. So, Secret is a layer 1 built on Cosmos. So, it is a privacy-based network. So, they ensure all input, output, and state are encrypted by default. They're smart contracts called secret contracts that allow dApps to use private data on Secret. This is similar to how smart contracts operate on other blockchains. However, everything is private by default. Additionally, they've launched the Secret AI SDK, which again, integrated with the layer 1 blockchain, unlocks privacy-preserving decentralized AI. And that allows for end-to-end encryption for LLM models and AI agents. So it unlocks private chatbots, DEF AI agents, proprietary AI business models, and more. Obviously, because it's built with Cosmos, through Cosmos's inter-blockchain communication protocol, it can connect with anything built on Cosmos, and unlocks privacy-preserving smart contracts for networks like Ethereum, Solana, and more. And who contributes to Secret? Well, it's a global permissionless network. It allows anyone to contribute. The core team of Secret Labs is Guy Ziskind, who is a US citizen, a former MIT researcher. And the CEO of Secret Labs is Alex Zadelson, who's based out in Israel. The list of companies and projects associated with the Secret Network have grown, and they have pretty good ties to the US. And again, I mean, that's all here. Now, within the Secret Network, as I said, one thing that they have been doing is building. They've built connections. They have constant updates. I mean, actually, it's one of the best socials you'll see in terms of updating the community. So advancing deep in starts with clarity for both regulated builders. Trust isn't built with exposure, it's built with encryption. Welcome to Secret, DeFi, AI, DAOs. None scale without trust. Secret is building a privacy backbone for all of them. Auditable, confidential, and composable. They're making partnerships. They have secret AI builders. So they aren't just integrating tools, they're shaping the future of confidential AI, secure agents, private training, on-chain coordination, all in one place. And they do give regular updates about partnerships, so silent swaps, bringing encrypted asset swaps, powering wallet-to-wallet privacy across major chains. So privacy in DeFi should be considered as a security upgrade. Silent swap is dismantling the myths with real tech. You've also got Zone Scan, so it's now live on Zone Scan, giving you rich charts and analytics for staking and performance. When you have a look at Secret at the moment, as you can see, a lot of this is price, but you can see staking APR is around 21%, which is very, very good. Inflation's around 9% per year. It's a bit high, but it is what it is. Transactions, so this is where things fall down a tad. Transactions, in terms of usage, it's not good. 4,677 transactions yesterday. That's in a day, isn't good. Right? Now, competition is rife in layer 1, layer 2 space, but you would want far, far more. Effectively, they're doing less than one transaction per second based on the last 20 blocks. So these numbers have to improve. Like, they have to improve. For real long-term success, they've got to, they have to increase. There's no two ways about it. Now, a lot of privacy coins got attacked by the EU over the past few years. That's just a reality. What ended up happening was they released documentation saying that privacy coins were funding terrorism, being used for money laundering, and if an exchange cannot guarantee where the funds have come from, they cannot be listed on said exchanges. So what ended up happening was the EU government put an immense amount of pressure on exchanges based in Europe to delist anything that was privacy based. And really, the reality is there's very few exchanges out there that have the ability to fight governments. Binance probably is obviously the best positioned in terms of the money that they have and everything else. Binance have been back and forth about that, going against the EU. They didn't delist, then they did, then they didn't. My concern with anything privacy remains the same, is that I just think long-term governments will not allow it. I think right now, the fact that I don't think America are going to be jumping to delist privacy coins because Trump's in office. I think it's more like, I think if there was a Democrat in office, I think it would have been highly likely privacy coins would have been delisted in America. Secret isn't just a privacy coin, let's be clear. They are trying to build something that has a legitimate use cases. If you're a business, you want privacy around your network. You don't want your competition seeing everything. So there is real positives to what they're trying to build. But I am hesitant with regards to the long-term future of privacy coins. I think Secret are doing enough that they're not at risk of delisting. I know the volume is actually quite poor for a coin with a 60 million market cap, but because one of the criteria for Binance in terms of delisting is that if they see a project that is stagnating, that isn't building, that isn't pushing forward, that isn't developing, I don't think we're seeing that with Secret. We're seeing enough from them in terms of regular updates to suggest that they are more than building on a regular basis, and this is trying to push forward. So I don't think they're at risk of delisting yet, but let's be clear, when volume is low, they can be delisted. It isn't just development. There's a plethora of criteria, and it's not really well known. Really what needs to happen from my perspective with regards to Secret is significant growth. That comes from marketing, that comes from advertising, that comes from good, strong partnerships as well. If we can see significant developments and then maybe partnering with some serious blue chip DeFi projects or something along those lines, we could see Secret really grow in terms of usage. But having around about 1,000 wallets interacting with it on a daily basis isn't enough. There needs to be more. So that comes from really the team pushing forward as much as they can in terms of trying to get usage. And the reality is look, there's some really good staking returns, so they can promote that. There's some really good, the reality is that your information is private if you use Secret. There is a big plus there, and I think that would appeal to a lot of people. But the team need to get off their arse to really promote and push on that front. If they do, I think this can get back to $1. I don't personally think we're going to see much more than that this bull cycle. I think this is a very, very high risk play. And I think the reason it's so high risk is, again, governments can change perspective like that. And if all of a sudden the governments decide, we don't want privacy coins, you guys aren't allowed privacy, then your Moneros, your Zcashes, your secrets will struggle. They'll suffer because there aren't going to be many exchanges that fight the fight for privacy coins. Maybe Binance. And that's about it. Maybe Coinbase, but I don't think Coinbase, because they're a publicly listed company. And I think most exchanges just want to operate as easily as possible without hassle from governments. They're making very good money. Why? Like on a daily basis, just from trading fees alone. Why are they going to fight? You got to think about it just from, forget morality, think money. Some of these exchanges are making millions and millions and millions a day. If they start fighting with the government, if a government turns and decides that privacy coins have to go, is their morality going to make them fight a battle with the government that might impose sanctions like you can't run until this case is resolved? Which is possible. Again, that's another fight that has to be had. I just don't see many exchanges. I'm not even sure Binance would do it. But they've got the power in terms of money to do it. But it's like I say, high risk play. High risk play. I like what they've done. I think they've built something that actually I think businesses could literally just jump in and start using. Smart secret contracts have a great use case for businesses, but again, I still think businesses are a bit hesitant with the blockchain. I don't think we're going to see huge swaths of businesses jumping into the blockchain anytime soon. I think that's still going to take time. So right now, best thing that can happen for them in terms of price is marketing and advertising to get usage. If the usage grows, the price will grow. It's kind of that simple. I am interested in what people think about this. I'm interested in what do people think governments are going to do with regards to privacy coins? What do you think long term is going to happen? Put your conspiracies out there. I don't mind. Like, put your honest thoughts out there. Do you think we're going to see the EU, UK, US, how do you think they're going to handle privacy coins moving forward? Because sooner or later, that's going to come back into the fore. That's going to come back into the discussion. So have your say in the comments below. I will be reading them all, trust me. And guys, we are in a bull cycle, and if you've got coins you are not happy with, get onto copymycrypto.com, have a read through the site. It's the site I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. Whenever I find any crypto that I think is going to do really, really well, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the crypto that I'm going to be buying, why I'm buying it, price I'm going to be buying it at. Whenever I sell, I do the same thing. My members get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me. They make the exact same profit. There's no work. Go onto my site and you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You'll see some of the past successes that led to those profits, like Phantom. Don't forget, Phantom went up nearly 700 times in the last bull cycle, made some of my members millionaires. It's public record. It's on the history of this channel. Verify it all. And if after doing that, you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners this year, all you've got to do to find out is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.